line maintenance or hangar maintenance. Now there are, if you open a book, aviation book, or Google it, there are different definitions. What is difference between line maintenance and hangar maintenance? And for this reason, I said, you know what? Let me just define myself how I understand this line hangar maintenance. So, line maintenance is, I define the next way. Maintenance tasks with the same interval that are combined within one package and don't need a hangar to accomplish to do this package or to do this task. We call it line maintenance. So we don't need hangar. And vice versa applies to the hangar maintenance. If we need hangar, then, we call it hangar maintenance. Sometimes you see also they call it heavy maintenance. Okay? Now let's move these definitions. If you really want to understand, I don't know, it's easy now to find out all information. You can Google it. Let's go back to our subject. So from maintenance, let's call it maintenance. I'm going to put here some states here. Some attributes. Let's say we are doing maintenance and the aircraft is on the ground 20 days. I'm going to put it this way. Here is, let's say, day 1, 20 days, day 1. And here is, let's say, day 20. Okay? This scale is days. Okay? Now, So case 1, so PPC, deploying department, scheduled this maintenance, which is scheduled maintenance for 20 days. So everything is okay. We fixed all items. We tested systems. We fixed even MEL. Sometimes you see that companies trying to fix all MELs during this the big maintenance, which is 20 days. By the way, this usually it is hangar maintenance, not the line maintenance. Is 20 days, right? So and then it is understandable because aircraft is on the ground 20 days. You have a lot of time, so you need to fix everything. Okay, and what we have transition, let's say 3.1, which is operational availability. So we send on day 21, let me put here, the aircraft back to the service. By the way, sometimes you can see the airline uses word technical out of service for the right part, okay? Depends on, again, I'm telling you, depends on your business model, your operational model. So the case number 3, transition number or state number, whatever you like, 3.2. We have FF. We have failure found. We found something. Let's say, I'm going to put here case 1. Let's say, case 1. Let's say, C1. Planning department give us task to do the engine boroscope inspection, EBC, engine boroscope inspection, EBI inspection. And then now boroscope technician came on day 1, and then day 5 we knew that we needed to change something was wrong with engine, and then our engine department says, hey, you know what, based on this boroscope inspection, we put here day 5, we knew that they told us that we need to change this engine. Okay? This is case 1. What does it mean for us? It means that we have to change engine, or we changed engine next 15 days. We called to the parts logistics, the store says, yes, guys, we have this engine, everything is okay. So we had 2 weeks to change. We changed it, we tested, we did the engine ground run, everything is okay. Again, on day 21, right, 12 o'clock midnight, 0001. So we send, let me put here 3.2.1 fixed, and we send it to the operation, and then it was operational available. This is case 1, okay? The next case two. I'm gonna give you some idea what I did here, right? You can see sometimes these states can be intercommunicate. This case can include each other. Okay. So left, we already discussed. The right, since we had, if you remember on first page, we said auto service as we put as a parts logistics we put as a auto service attribute. I just separate here to show you that that this is also important. Logistics parts is an important state, and I'm gonna give you now these cases here, these examples. Let's say case when we can have auto service. Case 2. So on day 20, everything was okay. We called the towing services. Tow car comes, and then we are towing this aircraft from hangar, and there was something wrong with towing procedure, and the result was we damaged, let's say, landing gear, nose landing gear, wheel tire. What we have to do? We have to change this nose landing gear tire. Or what was damaged? Wheel. Oh, you need maybe 1, 2, 3 hours. So you remember that we did this towing on day 20 when the scheduled maintenance this is the last day. We're calling our MOC, operational center, again spares, parts logistics, say, hey guys, aircraft is not ready because something happened with, we have to change nose landing gear, wheel tire, or whatever, right? What does it mean for us? Again, if we put here that we need to fix it, again, it means, of course, auto service, we need to fix it. And then I'm going to put here a delay, or CNX cancellation, right? Because this happened on day 20, we have to fix it. It takes, I don't know, it depends on how well organized we are. Maybe it takes 2 hours, 3 hours. So we can have delay or cancellation. Okay. Case number, let's put here, TD, towing damage, right? Case number 3, let's say we found out this, we need to change EBI, if we put here, engine boroscope inspection, EBI, engine boroscope inspection, and then engine department tells us that on day 15 that we have to change this engine. We are saying, okay, we take the phone, call this parts logistics department to the store, and the store says, oh, unfortunately, we don't have spare engine. Next question is, okay, when we have, they can say, you know what, we already called the companies, and then they said, yes, we can lease you or we can sell you, whatever, but it will be delivered only in 2 weeks. What does it mean for us? It's 14 days. Plus, we need 2 days at least, or 1-2 days, to replace the engine. So we have 16 days. We have 16 days over, not 16 days, but 16 minus 5, 11 days over AOG, over this the maintenance schedule. So we have AOG, 11 days, extra 11 days. LDT state, logistic downtime. We don't have part. Remember here, no part. That's the same almost applies here. What we have for the next slide for this aircraft, either cancellation or delay. Of course, when we fix then on the day 11th day, after we replace this engine on, in this case, day 31, we send back to our operation. Return to service this aircraft. Do you remember in previous slide we said it is good to build this type of system to identify area for improvement? That's what we are doing here. So first question, of course, we have to ask, okay, why this we only found out on day 15 that we need to change this engine? Next question is, okay, why we don't have spare engines, right? Again, this is completely different subject. I'm not gonna discuss this today, but it's very interesting, right? And then a lot of interesting theories are here. I did a lot of good projects. Anyway, let me go back to our stuff, our subject. Let's move a little bit now. We can say, so what? We have all these factorial models here, some states, attributes, etc., etc. But how we can use all these items from reliability perspective, from a practical perspective? And first of all, I'm going to tell you that left part is of the model is 100% departure-oriented. Industry calls this departure-oriented. So whole system, each person, starting from the who does the water services and to senior management, they are supporting departure or each aircraft. From reliability perspective, reliability characteristics, we have a lot of, but the top is, or top are, number one, dispatch reliability. We have to keep it 100%. OTP, same thing, on-time performance. We can continue this list. Probably I'm going to do the presentation about all these characteristics items next time. But today, let's stop on this two. So this is we are working from reliability perspective. We are supporting dispatch reliability plus OTP on-time performance 100%. We need 100 flights. Excuse me. 100 flights. Dispatch. They have to take off the time that was scheduled. Let me put it this way. Okay. It was scheduled 11:00, then takeoff is 11:00. 9:45, we are working to 9:45 takeoff. Okay? What about the right side? Right side is, as we said, we have here 20 days. It is fixed oriented. We need to fix in this right side, the factorial model part or business, everything, as we said, even including MEL items. We don't need to send back to this operation department the something that was not fixed here. And we are supporting from reliability side what? Yes, the number one is operational availability. That's why we have this aircraft 20 days. We're fixing everything and we need here 100%. I put here. Operational availability. Anytime we said operational center, maintenance operational center, or whoever is in charge for this flight schedule, they said, we need aircraft now in 5 minutes. It should be operational available. We need aircraft in 2 days. It should be operational available. Okay? Now, how we can materialize all these models, attributes, etc., etc., etc. When I move for this, next slide. And understanding airline organizational structure, high level.